Redbeard the Raccoon Pirate, written and illustrated by Ottley. Redbeard the Raccoon rowed his ship around reservoirs, rivers, and seas, searching for ruins, treasure, and gold, guided by maps and ocean breeze. Rumors spread of hidden riches, but where? Nobody knew. He required some pirate friends to help, so he recruited the Rough Raider crew. The first member of the Rough Raider crew was a rugged rhino named Rick. He was really strong with a horn that was long. Ramming through walls was his trick. The second member of the Rough Raider crew was a speedy rabbit named Rita. She could rush around town without raising a sound. She ran and hopped fast like a cheetah. The third member of the Rough Raider crew was a remarkable rat named Riley. He could run into spots where others could not. He was tiny, happy, and mighty. The fourth member of the Rough Raider crew was a restless rooster named Ryan. He could read from afar where the enemies are and croak out an alarm while he's flying. The fifth and final member of the Rough Raider crew was the captain, Redbeard the Raccoon. He had a reliable look, a pet frog, and a hook, and a pirate ship with plenty of room. Together they searched for riches and wealth, the regular things pirates do. But one rainy day, out in the waves, a floating bottle came into view. The raiders retrieved the rusty bottle, and inside was a rare random map. It read of a prize for the risky and wise. They worried that it was a trap. It showed of riches, rubies, and gold in a large crater deep in the ground. On Raven Ridge, a ruthless place with ravenous ravens around. The Rough Raider crew required a plan to reliably retrieve the prize, to use their skills, their talent, their will, no matter their strength or size. So the Rough Raider crew rallied together. They worked out a remarkable scheme. Recognizing each role, the risks, and their goal, they made a plan to work as a team. So here be their plan. While the ravens are resting, the rapid rabbit would run without making a peep. She'd wrap rope around without making a sound the feet of the birds while they sleep. She'd then hand the rope to the restless rooster with all the birds tied to one side. He'd drop as a favor the rope down the crater so it'd land by the treasure inside. The rugged rhino would ram his horn through the crater rock to make a hole. The rat would ride through like small rodents do. Reaching the rope was his goal. He'd ready the rope that the rooster dropped with the ravens all tied out of sight. He'd tie a strong knot, then pull the rope taut around the treasure to grip it real tight. The rooster would then crow at the top of his lungs, "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" The ravens would wake, they'd fly and thus take the treasure along with them too. Now Redbeard the Raccoon and his reptile frog would rub bird food all over the boat. The birds would go eat, dragging by their feet the treasure at the end of the rope. The ravens would land and rest on the ship, bringing the treasure on board. They'd release the birds free, they'd ride off to sea, the rich raiders would reap their reward. Early the next day they docked at Raven Ridge, each of them remembering their part. With smiles on their faces, they raced to their places, ready for their plan to start. The rabbit fastened the raven's feet, and the rhino and rat tied the gold. The rooster made a sound, the birds lifted off the ground and dropped the treasure for Redbeard to hold. The Rough Raider pirates reached their goal, not because they worked alone, but because they worked together, relying on each other. Their friendship and skills were shown. Every person has a role to play, whether you're clever, quick, loud, strong, or small. When you rally as one to get the work done, you can achieve it all. The now respected Rough Raider crew rowed their ship into the night. Redbeard the Raccoon, his crew, and the moon drifted and sailed out of sight.